Hello everyone, welcome to Magical Witch Belle and her non-magical friends. This is a short visual novel game. The author's name is NPC KC. It was developed for the 2017 Yuri Jam, and it was made in the Ren'Py engine, a very popular engine for visual novels. And I'll be playing through it and taking a look at, it's like Halloween and stuff, so I thought I'd play something a little Halloween-y. So, yeah, I'm not good with scary games, so I thought I'd play a cute one. Anyway, let's begin and see how this goes. In a world where magic is real, magic and non-magic folk live separate lives, aware of each other, while making sure to keep very much to themselves. But there's one witch who chooses to live in a non-magical town full of non-magical people. She spends her days at a repair shop where she uses magic to fix trinkets and create gadgets. All she wants is to live her life quietly, but something always gets in her way. The witch says, this should do it. Is it a shower curtain? Now that the gadget is fixed, I just need to test the potion with it. Now, let's see if this potion will be a success. 3, 2, 1. The end. She blew herself up. That was unexpected, but at least nothing is on fire this time. But no matter how I try, I can't adjust the duration of the effects of the potion without affecting the potency. Perhaps if I adjust the amount of ingredients. Lab coat girl. Belle, it's an emergency! Olive, how many times have I told you not to barge into my workshop without knocking on the door? I'm using highly volatile magic in here. It's not safe for you. You should lock your door if you don't want people coming in. My door was locked! Sorry, I picked the lock. You should get a stronger one. Even a baby could get in. What the heck? This girl's like a kleptomaniac over here. Wait, no, she's breaking and entering. That's not what... I used the wrong word. Whoops. Olive... Don't worry, I locked it behind me so no one would accidentally walk in. Okay, so the witch's name is Belle, and then the girl's name is Olive. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, that's not the point. It's an emergency, Belle. I highly doubt it. I can't go along with whatever you're scheming today, Olive. I'm trying to perfect an extinguishing potion for the fire chief. Why are you always like this? Ugh, just come with me. Ow, don't grab my arm. Okay, you might have been right to get worked up. That's why I said it was an emergency. I had just woken up when I got a call from the mayor asking me to contact you about this. Why did she call you? Because you don't have a phone? Oh. Well, did she tell you what happened? You can ask her yourself. Olive, where are you? Mayor. Belle. Thank goodness you're here. One thing I really like about the art style is just, I don't know, like the white highlights, like I don't know if you can kind of see the detail, but something about like the highlights around the characters is just really pleasant and shows a lot of, I don't know, I like it a lot. Anyway, also this music is very pleasant too. The mayor says, I'm sure you have a lot of questions, so ask away. I'll answer if I can, but to be honest with you, I'm confused too. Also, this game does have choices, so I am going to save. And, we're going to make sure we don't, we can get the best ending, maybe. Okay, let me ask, what happened first? What happened here, Mayor? Park staff found the park covered in bubbles this morning. They've been trying to clean it up, but nothing will get rid of them. I thought maybe you could help. Poke. They don't even pop when you touch them. That's why I thought they might be magical. If they were created with magic, then it should be possible to dispose of them in the same way. Let's try the vanishing spell. That confirms it. These are magical bubbles. Are they safe? They should... This music sounds very familiar. It reminds me of Undertale. Anyway, they should be harmless, but I'll take one back to my workshop to investigate further. Some joggers were complaining that the bubbles were getting in their way, sorry. I'd like to get rid of them before we get any more complaints. Let me ask, who did this? Do you have any idea who did this? I'm afraid I have no clue. You're the only magic user in town, Belle, but I know you wouldn't do something like this. My guess would be somebody did this as a prank. It seems fairly elaborate for a prank. It seems fairly elaborate for a prank. Is it complicated magic? No, you could easily buy a potion to make bubbles. The bubbles will probably disappear in a couple days. But you would need to buy quite a few potions to make this many bubbles. I don't see somebody doing this in some childish pursuit of entertainment. If it isn't some pranksters doing, I have no idea who could be behind this, unfortunately. Let me ask, why did you call me? Or, well, why did you call Olive to contact me? Well, I got to the park and saw all this. I thought that this had to be magical, and you are a resident expert on magic. I wouldn't call myself an expert. Or a resident witch, then. You've helped us out so much with all your magical gadgets. What did the park cleaning robot... Wait, what? What did you call the park cleaning robot again? I don't actually have a name for it, but Olive likes to call it Mr. Sweeper. Well, Mr. Sweeper has been a great help cleaning up leaves and rubbish. Ooh, excuse me. I don't understand magic very well myself, but you've made work a lot easier for our park staff using your magic. Since it seems like a magical incident, I thought that you would be the best person to ask. It's hard to ask when you've helped the town out so much already, but do you think you can clean this up? I could probably vanish them one by one, but that would take at least an hour. Anyway, any way you could speed it up? Not on my own, but it's only an hour of my time, Mayor. I don't mind. That's not it. The park isn't the only place I want you to look at. Oh? There's been reports of strange things like this all over town, and nobody knows what's caused them. All over town, you say? Yes, and if this is magical, then you might be the only one who can do anything about it. I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much, Belle. Here's a list of places we received reports from. Okay, I'll investigate after I remove these bubbles. I need you to get back to work, but let me know if there's anything I can do on my end. I guess I should start vanishing these bubbles. Belle, look at this! I think I found what caused these bubbles. My cleaning gadget? But how? Look, he's shooting out bubbles. Your cleaning magic must have gone nuts or something and let all these bubbles loose. No, well, that's impossible. Nothing I made would ever go nuts. Then how do you explain all these bulbs coming out of Mr. Sweeper? Somebody must have tampered with it. Tampered? Why would anyone want to do that? The mayor believes this might have been a prank. Well, if the mayor said that, it must be true. Hand it to me. What? I'm going to draw the magic out so that it stops making bubbles. No way, if you draw the magic out of him, he'll die. It can't die because it isn't alive. That's exactly why I'm not giving him to you. He's been working so hard cleaning up this park, and this is how you thank him? At least let me see if I can try to fix it then. Promise not to hurt him? Yes. Okay then, but remember, you promised. Strange, the bubbles are gone. This is a better mystery than Danganronpa. I'm just kidding. Oh wow, I guess the bubble magic must have run out or something. This is pretty interesting though, I have to say. Perhaps it doesn't look like it's been damaged in any way either. It's like very relaxing, like a very relaxing kind of cutesy mystery. I like it a lot. If he's fixed, then he should be able to clean up the bubbles, right? Well, since it's magical in origin, it should have no issue cleaning up the magical bubbles. Great, that's one problem solved then. Go and do your job, Mr. Sweeper. Look at him go. It seems to be working just fine. I guess that means we can go check out all the other places. We? We as in you and me. We as in me and you. Olive and Belle. I'll be your trusty partner as you go around fixing everything. And what would a trusty partner do exactly? Well, for one thing, I have a phone, so I can call the mayor when you're finished. You're enjoying this, aren't you? It's nice to hang out with you outside for once. I never get to see you unless I go to your workshop. You mean unless you break on the lock of my door? I didn't break it, I just picked the lock. Anyway, the mayor might call if there's another report somewhere, so you need me around just in case she contacts me. Fine, but promise you won't illegally enter any other places while I'm around. Don't worry, the only place I break into regularly is yours. Somehow that isn't very reassuring. So are we going to get going or not? Let me check the list I received from the mayor. Let's go to the... Oh, let's save here. Turn. Okay, where should we go first? I guess we'll just go in order. Let's go to the beach first. The beach is more colorful than I remember it being. Look at this. It's like something from a fairy tale. It seems more like a preschooler drew this and decided to go wild with the crayons. I like it. I'm going to take a picture and post them online. I'm not sure you should. She's gone. Not very reliable for a self-proclaimed trusty partner. It looks like I'm on my own. Beach dude. Hey, if it isn't everyone's favorite witch, how's it going? It's nice to see you too, Nep. I suppose you called the mayor about this? Yeah, man, awesome, right? I made the coolest sandcastle earlier. Take a look. What do you think? The sandcastle is... Anytime I have to make a choice in this game, I just have to save. It's very colorful. It's very colorful. The colors are like the landscape of my heart. Right. I'm actually here to investigate the sand. Investigate? Is there a mystery going down? Don't leave me hanging. This guy Sonic the Hedgehog over here? It isn't that exciting. The mayor asked me to look into some strange occurrences, and this was one of them. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Go ahead. Anything I can do to help. When did this happen? When did you notice the sand? It was already like this when I woke up this morning. When was that? Don't remember. I don't let a clock dictate how I live. I gotta go fast. Can you give me an estimate? I would say pretty early. Nobody else was around. I went for a walk on the beach right after, and I woke up, and the sand was already like this. That means the person who did this must have done it in the night. You think somebody did this? I don't think this just happened on its own. You never know, dude. The world's a mysterious place. Not mysterious, magical, and magic always has an explanation. Let me ask, why are you on the beach? I'm always at the beach. The ocean calls to me. I'm sure it does. Why are you here this morning? Just chilling with the waves, dude. I don't usually open the beach house till the sun's a bit higher in the sky, so I just like to clean up the beach in the morning. Clean up? Yeah, garbage gets washed up on the beach. Just waves doing their thing. Ooh, excuse me. It's probably because I just ate lunch. But I bet people would think twice about littering if the beach was always as beautiful and colorful as this. Hey, you don't think I did this, did you? Or do you? Ugh, excuse me. I don't know. I'm getting burpy. Don't worry. I don't draw conclusions without evidence. Like, I think this is awesome, but I don't got that kind of magic in me. I wish I knew how, though. I'd make a beach a different color for every day of the week. Let me ask, any idea who did this? No clue, dude, but if I meet them, I'll give you a free drink on the beach from the beach. I'd give them a free drink from the beach house. Oh? I mean, look at this. Have you ever seen anything more amazing? I will admit, it is a surprising sight. Whoever did this has to be a true artist. Someone truly in tune with nature and the way of things. I bet they can surf some killer waves. Does that have anything to do with this? Sorry, I can't help you out, Belle, but if you find who did this, give them a high five for me. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Nep. Now, I think this should be fairly easy to undo. It looks to be the work of a number of simple color potions. If you just let me... Wait, you're gonna undo this? Yes, that's why the mayor called me here. Aw, dude, can't you just leave it like this? This has to be like a gift from the ocean. You think so? Yeah, and you gotta be grateful when you get a gift. I only called the mayor because I wanted her to see this too. Look at this gorgeous sand. This looks like a simple color charm. The color should start to fade in a few days, but I suppose it won't be an issue if I leave things as they are. Yeah, Belle, you're the best. Come on over to the beach and I'll cook some stir fry for you. Sorry, Net, but maybe next time. I still have work to do today. You work too hard, Belle. I mean, this is probably the first time I've ever seen you in weeks. You should take a break sometimes. Listen to the call of the ocean. If it ever calls me, I'll be sure to come. I'll be waiting. Now, I'm going to excuse myself. Time to catch some waves. I think I can safely say that Nep isn't behind this, but who is? And where's Olive gone off to? What should I do with this? Olive, what are you looking at? Nothing, just found some junk on the beach. Junk? Yeah, just junk, nothing special. I don't come to the beach much, so I didn't know, but Nep told me that rubbish washes up on the beach sometimes. Oh, I know, I know that look. You're gonna make something to clean up the beach, aren't you? It isn't like it would be hard. It would just be a variation of the gadget and potion that I used for the park. You mean Mr. Sweeper? You named it that, not me. Oh, this is so exciting. Show me once you're done, okay? No, the last time I let you see one of my prototypes, I never saw it again. I told you, I lost it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that I'm irresponsible. Actually, I'd say it is. Anyway, what are you gonna do about this sand? Nep says he wants to keep it this way, and the spell should wear off in a few days. Since nobody seems to have a problem with it, I think we could just leave it as is. Could you tell the mayor that for me? Consider it done. Now, where should we go? Let's go to the cafe. My nose is getting all... Belle says, I think you should wait outside. Wait, I want to listen to this music for a second. I like it. I would actually like to kind of download this soundtrack if there's... I don't know. Anyway, I'll look up that later. Anyway, Olive says, what? Why? Because I know you're going to antagonize Jan. That's not fair. Why are you on her side when she's so rude to you? She can't help it. She doesn't like magic and I'm magical. That's no reason for her to dislike you. Oh, looks like we got someone who doesn't like magical beings. Or magical users, I guess. A little unfriendliness is nothing. I don't mind. So would you please wait outside? But what if she says something mean to you? I'm sure I'll be able to handle it on my own, Olive. But, Olive, I appreciate your concern, but I'll be fine. Promise? Promise. Call the mayor and tell her our progress. I'll come get you once I'm done talking to Jan. Okay, but if you need my help, I'm right outside. Now to business. I feel like saving my game. So this girl, Jan, doesn't actually like Belle, so I wonder how this will go. Sorry, we're not... Oh, it's you. Hi, Jan. What do you want? I'm only here because the mayor asked me to look into a number of strange events that have been occurring around town. Ugh, why did she send you? She knows that Whatever, I don't need your help. It isn't something magical anyway, so there's nothing you'd be able to do. It isn't? Of course not. Like I'd ever let magic into my kitchen. Food is meant to be cooked normally, not with fire magic or whatever. While I believe magic can be used to make it easier for people to do many things, including cooking, I disagree. I understand that you have a different opinion than me. Well, good. If that's all, could you get out? I just have a few questions, and you'll get out if I answer them? Yes. Ugh, fine, whatever. Just keep it quick. What's the issue? What's the issue then? Here. Is there something wrong with the cupcake? Take a bite. Munch, munch. Is this meant to be salty? Of course not. Somebody switched the sugar and salt containers in my kitchen. My part-timer didn't notice and baked a batch, but there's no way we can sell any of these. Are you sure you didn't mix the salt and sugar yourself? I would never do something that careless. Somebody did this, and I'm going to find out who. So it's not magical? Why don't you think this was magical? Well, I'm sure that a magic user could easily do something like this if they wanted to. This was done by a regular person. How can you be sure? Because I have a video of somebody breaking in last night on my security camera. I couldn't see their face, but I have a video of somebody entering my cafe at around midnight and leaving 20 minutes later. If a magic user was going to do this, they would have made themselves invisible first. Wouldn't a break-in have tripped the security system? It should, but for some reason it didn't. I'm going to get it checked tomorrow. I'm sure ooh, wait, okay. I didn't mean to, how do I go back? Is there a way to, maybe options? Oh, I didn't mean to, okay. I didn't mean to skip that, oh well. I mean, I guess I could reload real quick and, yeah. She said something, well, that's okay, I missed it. Maybe, yeah, I'm sure if you guys saw it then. My screen kind of went weird for a second, sorry about that. I'm sure you guys were able to read that, so, anyway, well, what do you think? The growing pains, right? Why do you think this happened? To your shop? What, are you trying to say this is my fault? No, I just wanted to know if you had any idea why someone would do this to your cafe. I don't know, and unlike some people, I'm too busy trying to run my cafe to play detective. I don't know why somebody would go to the trouble of breaking in and not steal anything, but they did. I need to figure out what to do with this mess so I can open up. What do you plan to do with all these salty cupcakes? I can't very well sell these to anybody. If you want... No, I refuse. You haven't even heard what I want to say. I'm not going to allow any magic to be used on my wares. But what else can you do with these? You said yourself you can't sell them. Do you plan to dispose of them all? I can spell the salt into sugar and sugar into salt so that the food tastes the way it was intended to. I can do one first so you can taste it yourself and check. Please, just let me try. Fine, try it on this. Thank you. If you give me a moment... Here. You're done? Yes, have a taste. How is it? It tastes like a normal cupcake. Will you let me fix the rest of these? Do what you want. And you can keep one of the cupcakes if you'd like. Thank you. That's not what I... Look, I just don't like being indebted to anyone. I don't want to owe you any favors. This makes us even. Still, thank you, I appreciate it. Whatever, just finish whatever you need to do and leave. Let's do the rest of the cupcakes too then. There. Finished. Belle! Are you okay? Did Jan say something mean to you? I'm fine, so please calm down. I doubt Jan wants me to stay any longer than necessary, so let's move on. I don't know why you even bothered helping her with her cupcakes. My baking is better anyway. It seems... I seem to recall you trying to bake a cheesecake for me once and setting it on fire. It's not the taste that matters, it's the love that I put into it. Love so hot that it set the cheesecake on fire? Exactly! So where are we headed next? I love this girl, she's insane. Alright, how are we doing on time? 23 minutes in, alright. Let's go to the school. Or actually, it's probably more like 20 minutes. Why are we at the school? Because it's on the mayor... It's because it's on the list the mayor gave me. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? I didn't... You didn't? I didn't think that something would have happened at the school, that's all. Well, I'm not sure why any of this has happened at all, but the mayor asked for my help, so I'll find out. Did the mayor say what happened here? No, I'll ask one of the students to find out. Or do you really think that's a good idea? What do you mean? You're not exactly good with children, Belle. Why do you say that? Because, oh, whatever. Just go and be your lovable self. I'll go see if I can't get some info, too. Why would Olive say I'm not good with children? I don't think I'm bad with children. There's a child over there, I'll talk to him. Hello, are you a student here? Can't you tell from my uniform? Is that a yes? No, I'm obviously here because I like the view. Okay, thank you for your time. I was being sarcastic, obviously. Sorry, I didn't realize. You're a student here, then. Would you mind telling me what happened here? Guess I have nothing to do anyway. What do you want to know? What's the problem? Some guy put a magic lock on something on the school doors, and nobody can get in. Can't you use a different entrance? You see, the lock's magic, so it locked all the doors. How about the windows? I don't know, I'm not a magic user. All I know is that the magic locked all the doors, okay? You can check for yourself if you don't believe me. Let me ask. Nothing to do? Why do you have, as you say, nothing to do? School doors are locked, nobody can get in. I tried to leave, but a teacher said that we weren't allowed to leave school property during school hours. Which is stupid. We should be able to go where we want. We aren't children. Actually, if you're below the legal age of majority, you can still be called a child. This is what Olive meant, huh? Yes. You're a riot at parties, aren't you? I don't like large gatherings. Figures. Anyway, we're all stuck here now and we can't leave. It's so stupid, man. Even doing my bio presentation would have been better than this. Your bio presentation? What? You just said you just said that even doing your bio presentation would have been better than this. No, I didn't. Just forget it. It doesn't matter. Don't you have anything better to do than don't you have anything better to do than interrogate people? I do, but I've been given this task and I intend to see it through. Who do you think is responsible for this? Responsible? As in, who do you think did this? I know what you meant, but this was just a joke. It's not a big deal. I think that a school being shut down for a whole day would be a pretty big deal. I imagine the teachers probably don't find this that funny either. Yeah, well, they have a terrible sense of humor then. Regardless of their sense of humor, I'm sure they want to find out who did this. Do you have any idea who that might be? Of course not. Why would you think I did? Why do you have so many questions anyway? The mayor asked me to investigate the incident. The mayor? Why would the mayor care? It's just a prank. You'd have to ask the mayor. In any case, I have no more questions, but if you have any other information... Oh god, I don't know why. Sorry, this isn't boring or anything, I just am sleepy. It's because it's like all dark and dreary outside where I live. Anyway, the student says, I suddenly remembered I have something to do somewhere else. I'm just going to go say about now. Wait, what? I suddenly remembered I have something to do somewhere else. I'm just going to go now. Bye. I wonder where he's going in such a hurry. Olive, he probably just wanted to leave because you were grilling him so hard. Poor kid. I was just asking him a few questions. Yeah, but you're always so direct and upfront about things. Is that bad? No, not at all. It's just a bit daunting at first. Anyway, I talked to one of the students and apparently nobody has been able to get inside the school since this morning. Yes, because Lagic, the L word of magic. Anyway, yes, because a magic lock on the front doors. Magic lock? The kid I was talking to didn't say anything about that. Apparently the staff were gonna call a locksmith. A locksmith wouldn't be any use if the lock is actually magical. Can magic do that? Just lock a whole building? I'll need to examine the lock to see what kind of magic is being used. This isn't so much a lock as a barrier. It prevents anyone from entering the premises. The premise. Sorry, I need some water. Hold on, water break. I'm tripping on my own words. Alright. Bell says, fairly simple magic, usually used to protect a household. The magic has been implemented into the lock, which... Just ignore that phone ringing. The magic has been implemented into the lock, which looks to be just a regular lock. So I guess if we get rid of the lock, that'll get rid of the barrier? Yes, but we would need a key to... Psh, inventors don't need keys. Give me a sec. There, no lock can stand in the way of science. I don't think what you just did has anything to do with science. Don't be a spoil sport, Bell. I just got rid of the lock, which means the barrier is gone too, right? It seems like it. Don't you think I deserve some praise for that? I'll admit that your rather unsavory skill was useful here. Come on, Bell. I think I deserve a bit more than that. You're right. I'm being unfair. Thank you for your help, Olive. I couldn't have done this without you. What is it? Wow, way to throw a complete 180 at me. Give a girl some time to prepare before you smile like that. Sorry? This is too much. I need 5 minutes to cool off. That was weird. I guess I should tell somebody that the school can be entered. Hey, you unlocked the school? Or you unlocked the lock? I didn't. My friend did. Okay, great. Can I have it? Why do you want it? I just want it so that I can give it to the teachers and tell them the school's unlocked. Yeah, that's it. That sounds like a good idea. Here you go. I recommended asking a teacher to enter the school first, so bye. What a jerk. I bet that kid had something to do with all this crazy stuff. Why is everyone in such a hurry to leave today? Oh, the student dropped something. It looks like notes of some kind. I should take up the cards, obviously. I shouldn't just leave them in here. Somebody might step on them. I wonder where he went. And I'm back. Miss me? No, you were only gone for 5 minutes. Wow, Belle, that's cold. Real cold. I might even cry. Please don't. Also, while you were gone, one of the students asked for the lock. He said he was going to give it to one of the teachers. Oh, I guess that means we're done here. Anyway, where to? Actually, we visited all the places on the mayor's list. We're done? I just need to contact the mayor. No need, I've been messenger updates all this time. Olive, don't bother the mayor with. See? Olive. Just sending her emojis. She doesn't mind. I mean, look at this happy emoji. Anyway, I guess that means we're done for the day. Not yet. I still don't know who orchestrated this. Oh, right. That isn't your job, though. The mayor only asked you to investigate the events and fix them if you could. And you fixed them, except for the beach, but it looks cooler this way anyway. I don't want to leave any loose ends. Everything's fixed. Live and let live, you know? I don't think that's how you use that idiom. You know what I mean. Things are okay now. Can't you just let it be? It's not your problem. But, well, I'm gonna go tell the mayor that everything's okay. You can do what you want. Olive, maybe she's right. I did all that was requested of me, so maybe I should just let things go. There's something odd about this, and I don't think I can just ignore it. I should go back to the... let's save first. So, let's think about this. There were bubbles at the park, and then the beach got colored in sand, and Olive had like a bucket of paint or something, which probably like covered the sand and all the magical paint or something. The cafe, the bottles were switched, or the salt and sugar bottles were switched, and then at the school there was a lock. So a lock, some paint, and I kind of get the feeling like Olive is kind of behind it, but that student was kind of suspicious. I want to go back to the school, actually, because I have those note cards, so... It might be hard to find him if he's in class. Oh, there he is. Ah, you again. Don't you have class? You might not know this, but in school there's something called recess where students are allowed to take a break. Oh, I see. Can I ask you a few questions? No. Huh? I don't want to answer any questions. Okay, I'll go talk to a teacher then. What? Why would you do that? I have an idea about who put the lock on the door. What? No, don't talk to the teachers about that. I'll answer whatever questions you have. Just don't go to the teachers, okay? Let me ask. How did you know that the lock was magic? Huh? I mean, it was obvious. The doors wouldn't open. That would happen even with a regular lock. The other students didn't seem to know it was magical, nor did the staff. Why did you know? Let me ask, why did you give the lock to a teacher? What? Yeah, I totally did. Do you mind if I ask what's sticking out of your pocket? So this student knew the lock was magical, and he doesn't seem to have given the lock to a teacher. Let's save. I'm going to accuse the student. You were the one who put the lock there, weren't you? What? No, yeah, guess it's pretty obvious. It is. Why did you do that? Do it. I don't want to do my bio presentation since I wasn't prepared, that's all. I figured that if nobody could get into the school, then I'd get to delay the presentation for at least a day. So I got a lock and bought a barrier potion from the town over. Why didn't you use the time you spent going to the next town to practice your presentation instead? I just don't like presentations, okay? It doesn't matter since the doors were unlocked. I still have to do my presentation today. I even lost my cue cards. This is the worst day ever. Cue cards? Maybe the cards I picked up earlier were... Are these your cue cards? Yeah, where'd you find them? You dropped them earlier. Thanks, I guess. Not that having these will make my presentation any better. Why not? I'm terrible at public speaking. Why? I just am, okay? I get nervous talking in front of an audience. You're talking to me and I'm an audience. It's not the same. It doesn't seem that different to me. Talking is different than giving a presentation. If you think so, why don't you try giving your presentation now? Huh? I'll be your audience. It might help to have a test run before your real presentation, too. Ugh, I guess I might as well. Maybe you'll understand how bad I am at presenting and stop bugging me. Whenever you're ready, then. Okay. The sea cucumber might be called a cucumber, but it's actually an animal. It's an enchioderm, which, I don't know if echinoderm. I'm just gonna butcher that word and pretend it's okay. Which puts it in the same as the starfish and sea urchins. Thank you for listening. You've confused me severely, boy. So how was it? That was actually very interesting. I didn't know sea cucumbers have no true brain. Right? The nerve ring around their mouth takes charge of very basic functions, but actually, even if the ring is removed, they can still function, and what? You'll do fine. Good luck with your presentation. Anyway, I gotta get back to class. Good luck with whatever you're doing, I guess. I should go too. I should go back to the... okay. So that went well. I'm glad I picked up those cards. Let's go back to the cafe. Hi, welcome to... You again? I just wanted to check something with you. Fine, what did you want to ask? May I see the footage of the break-in? What, you a detective now? There's just something I wanted to confirm. Well, I printed out a screenshot earlier. Huh? The footage is in black and white and the picture quality isn't that great. If you want, you can have it. I'll take it then, thank you. Let me ask, is your lock working? Yeah, because if you had a... That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I checked this morning and it all looks just fine. I checked last night's security footage and it clearly shows me locking the door. Oh, that's such an obvious thing that Olive is broken, probably. Nobody has a key except for me, so somebody must have picked the lock. That's all I wanted to ask. Good, you can go then. Door's that way. Who would want to break into Jan's cafe only to switch to salt and sugar? It seems like a lot of trouble for a joke. Did you want something? No, don't accuse her. No, I'm fine, thank you. She didn't do anything. I'll be heading out then. You can see for yourself I've had enough trouble for one day. Haven't even had the time to eat. It's unhealthy to skip meals. Come to think of it, I still have the cupcake Jan gave me earlier. Here, Jan, here. What? You should eat something. You don't want to eat the cupcake? Eat a cupcake I made? No, that's not it. I just think you should eat something. I can take care of myself. If you don't want the cupcake, throw it away or something. It doesn't seem like Jan will just take the cupcake back. How about this? We can each have half. Here's yours. I want to try the cupcake, but I also think you should have something to eat. This solves both issues. Ugh, it's pointless trying to argue with you. I'll take it. But you better eat your half. Okay. Nom. Jan. Bell. Jan. Bell. So, how was it? It was delicious, Jan. Thank you. I was just returning the favor, that's all. Still, I think your baking is really good, so thank you. Oh, just go. I ate half the cupcake. You're happy now, right? You should still try to fit in time for a proper meal. What, you give diet advice too? I like the interactions between these characters. They're very well thought out. I have work to do, so just show yourself out. And thanks for helping me today. It's simple, but it's effective, which I really appreciate. I'm done with the cafe now. I should go back to the... Alright, I think I made the right choice there. Okay, because they gave me a choice to accuse Jan, but she didn't really do anything. Also, I think it was Olive, because she... But Olive said she wouldn't break into any other one's... I don't know, she keeps breaking into my place, so... let's go to the beach. Huh? The beach is already back to its normal colors. I expected it to last at least a few days from the type of magic used. And is that Nep? Nep, what's wrong? Belle, the beach went back to normal. My rainbow sand is gone. I'm sorry, Nep. My rainbow sandcastle is just a sandcastle now. Nep. Sorry, Belle, I just need some time alone. I feel bad for Nep, but I'm here to investigate. Now let's search the beach for... garbage? If I remember correctly, what I'm looking for over there... Sand? More sand and more sand. Ah, here it is. What's this bucket doing here? There's some sort of device inside too. It looks like a shower head. It seems to be detachable too. There's a slot which the base of the shower head connects to. I think I'll take it with me. Wasn't she working on like a shower head? Let's search for signs of magic. This type of potion should have left a residual magic, but there's less residual magic than I expected. That might explain why the colors disappeared after only a few hours. Whoever did this may have used something to diffuse the potion to affect the whole beach. The question is what they used and for what purpose. That's all I need from here. Oh, hi again, Belle. Did you need anything? Nep said they had no idea who used the magic and changed the sand's color, but he also seems very sad now that it's over. I don't want to accuse him, he didn't do anything. No, I just came to check a few things. Oh, okay then. Nep, I'll see if I can convince the mayor to let me create a color potion blend so that you can make the sand rainbow again. Really? The mayor will probably allow it if it's a special occasion. Yeah, Belle, you're my favorite witch ever. You don't know any other witches. Then you're my favorite person. Oh man, I just thought of the best new menu item. Rainbow Parfait. I'm gonna go make this right now. See ya, Belle. I'm glad Nep seemed to have cheered up. I have to consult the mayor later, though. Now that I'm finished with the beach, we should go back to the park. That's where Olive was. The park is back to normal. Everything's been cleaned up just as it should be. Now then, I just want to look for... Well, the park's been cleaned up, so I don't think there's any more vault. Let's look for Mr. Sleeper. If my gadget is finished cleaning, I should be able to find it. Here. No more bubbles are coming out, which is a good sign. Now, for a closer look, there's a slot here which wasn't here before. It looks like you could attach something to it, but who made this slot and what's meant to be attached? Now I just want to look for... There was a slot attached to the machine? Do you think the shower head and the paint thing were maybe there on there? Bubbles. Let's see if I can find any remaining bubbles. It doesn't look like there aren't any left. My gadget was a bit too good at its job. I should still have the bubbles that I kept from earlier. Also, isn't Olive like a science person? So like it would make sense that she could use these devices. They're gone. From my calculations, the bubble should have lasted a few days. So why has it vanished already? Actually, I don't see much residual magic here either. Maybe fewer potions were used to create the bubbles than I thought. I think I've spent enough time at the park. That's everything I wanted to check. I think I know who's behind today's strange occurrences. Let's go home. Okay. Bam. Maybe if I put this over there, or over here. I'm back. Belle, you're back already? And you're in my workshop again. Would you please stop picking the lock? If you would just give me a key, I wouldn't have to. Anyway, are you done with your little investigation then? Yes, but there's just one last thing I need to confirm. What? This is where the evidence led me. I just don't understand why. What should I do? Accuse Olive! Olive, what? You're the one behind everything, aren't you? What are you even talking about? The bubbles in the park, the rainbow sand on the beach, the cupcakes at the cafe. It was you, wasn't it? Why on earth would you think that? I was right there to help you fix all these things, wasn't I? Yes, but do you have any proof? I talked to Olive about... Okay, let's talk to her about the beach. I went to the beach again. I found the paint bucket that you were looking at, and there was a peculiar device inside. Well, what kind of device? It looked like a shower head. The paint bucket had a slot inside with which the shower head connected to. Now, I noticed there was less residual magic at the beach than I expected there to be. I came to the conclusion that something must have been used to diffuse the color potion. Something like a shower head, perhaps. Why were you looking at the paint bucket, Olive? So at the cafe, I talked to Jan again afterwards. Jan, why would you even bother? She never says anything nice. Actually, she was very helpful. She showed me this. The picture is black and white, but it looks like the person there was who broke in was wearing a long coat, like a lab coat. Even though Jan locked the door, the person had no trouble getting in. That leads me to believe whoever did this must have experience with picking locks. Talked to Olive about I went back to the park to look for my cleaning gadget. You mean Mr. Sweeper? Yes, Mr. Sweeper. Mr. Sweeper had been tampered with. It wouldn't have made all the bubbles otherwise. I discovered a slot at the bottom that I hadn't put in myself. A slot just like the one in the paint bucket. Now I think that whoever tampered with Mr. Sweeper must have attached the bubble-making device to the slot and removed it afterwards. You were the one who found Mr. Sweeper and brought it to me. It was still making bubbles then, which means only you had the chance to remove the device before handing it over to me. Do you have anything to say, Olive? What about if she pulled out a gun and just shot her in the face? That's really messed up. What I just don't understand what I just don't understand is why you did any of this. It isn't like you, Olive. You might be a bit irresponsible at times, but you don't purposely do things that could be a bother to other people, well, except for me. Why would you use magic to cause trouble? What? No, that wasn't my intention at all. So you admit it? Hey, you tricked me into that. But you admit it. Why did you do it, Olive? I'm the only magic user in town, so if any magical trouble occurs, I'm the obvious suspect. Were you trying to get me in trouble? What? Why would you even think that? Belle, you're such an idiot! What, Belle, why would you... Ugh, for all that deducing you did, you can't even figure out the obvious. Close your eyes for a minute. Why? Just close them. Okay. May I open now? Just wait until I say okay. Okay. This is the reason, stupid. Happy birthday, Belle. I figured that the only way I was going to be able to get you out of your workshop was if there was some kind of emergency. So I decided to orchestrate one, or, well, 3. But why? Why? Because it's your birthday, silly. You're always working. You should at least take a break on your birthday to celebrate. I think you actually caused more work for me than usual. Not the point. You actually left your workshop for a bit and got some fresh air for once. If I hadn't done anything, you wouldn't have remembered your birthday. I can't just take a day off, though. There are always more things I can fix with magic. Belle, just because you're a witch doesn't mean you have to prove anything, you know. The townspeople here like you because you're you. You can take a day off on your birthday and just be, I don't know, a regular person. But I'm not a regular person. I'm magical. Ugh, that's not what I meant. And being magical doesn't mean you can't celebrate your birthday. You don't always have to use magic for good or whatever. Like, it's really nice that you're always helping out. But it's not like we'd kick you out if you didn't, you know. We like you. I like you. So please, can you let me celebrate your birthday with you and just eat cake? Olive. I didn't even realize it was my birthday. And I can't remember when I last took a day off. Olive caused a lot of trouble today, but I had fun. Thank you, I really appreciate it, even if I might not approve your methods. Ugh, Belle, you said something so nice, then you had to ruin it with an extra comment. Just take your cake and eat it. Take your cake and eat it. Don't shove it at me. Munch. Just tell me what you think already. It's very... homemade? Homemade. It has very homemade taste. Homemade isn't a taste. You can be honest. What do you think? Frosted? It has frosting. That's very cake-like. I think most birthday cakes are frosted. But how does the frosting taste? And the cake too, how was it? It's very... gray? I don't think I've ever seen such a gray cake before. It's not my fault it came out this way. I don't know why it's gray either. But food is about the taste, not the appearance. How is it? Belle, just tell me. The cake is flavorless. Huh? It doesn't have any flavor. That makes no sense. Like, if you think it's bad, fine, but just say that. I mean, exactly what I said. It doesn't taste like anything. I ate it. But it's just, give me a slice. No, 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 no. What is this? It doesn't have any flavor. That's what I said. But I followed the recipe exactly. Or maybe almost exactly. Olive, what did you put in the cake? Anyway, it should have gone perfectly. I put hours into this. My cake, it doesn't taste bad. Yeah, but it doesn't taste good either, right? I just wanted to make you a nice birthday cake for your birthday, and I couldn't even do that right. I just caused a lot of trouble today for nothing. Olive looks sad now. I should eat the rest of the cake. Olive, could you let me have the cake again? Huh? Sure, but why? No, 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 no. Ah! Stop, you don't have to. No, 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 no. Ah, don't force yourself to eat it. Ugh. It isn't like it tastes bad, but you made it for me, Olive. I'm happy I get to eat it. Belle, but I want you to contact everyone and apologize for the trouble you caused. The school thing wasn't my fault, though. I know, so you only need to apologize to Mayor and Nep and Jan. Fine. I want to know how you did it, too. Oh, it was actually really easy. I just picked the lock at the cafe and let myself in. No magic at all. People should really use better security. For the park and the beach, I just made slight modifications of devices I found in your workshop. You stole something from my workshop? And I used it to diffuse magic potions that I borrowed from you. A diffuser, so that's why the magic didn't last that long. Also, I don't remember lending you any potions. Potions that you gave me then, that's not the point. I figured out how to defuse potions without making them less potent, just shortening the time of their efficiency. You always brewed potions for ages so that you can just make sure the potency and the duration is perfect. With my modifications, you won't have to do as much work. Maybe you can take a few more days off too. So that's why you did at the park and the beach? So that was why you did what you did at the park and the beach. Yeah, I wanted to see if they worked, then and that I could talk. And I wanted to see if they worked, and then I thought I'd tell you later. How about switching sugar and salt at Jan's cafe? What was your reasoning for doing that? Well, she's so mean to you all the time. I thought if you had the chance to help her, she might be a bit nicer to you. Oh, Olive, but really, I just wanted to help you. So please don't be mad at me for too long. Maybe her actions were a bit dubious, but her heart was in the right place. It's okay, Olive, I'm not mad. Really? You just wanted to help me, right? And you did this all for my birthday. I can't be mad at you for that. Belle, but promise me you won't cause so much trouble again. I promise, but only if you promise to spend the rest of the day without doing any work. I promise. Hooray! Come on, I've got food on the other room. Food? Don't worry, I brought it on the way here. I got your favorite. Come on. And so another day passed without too much fuss in the little non-magical town. There had been magical mishaps and non-magical mishaps, but all was well, and the townspeople would soon head to bed and enjoy a good night's sleep. The mayor was still in her office after an interesting day of work. The strange occurrences had all been accounted for, but the to-do list on her desk was never-ending. I wonder if Belle's realized it was all Olive's doing yet. The mayor looked out the window and smiled down at the town. Now, time to get back to work. Jan was the last one at the cafe, cleaning up so she could close shop. She was about to head home when she noticed that there was a leftover cake on the counter. The part-timer must have forgot to take it home. What am I supposed to do with this cake? Jan sighed, but then she remembered. I guess it wouldn't hurt to let the witch have it. Aw, how nice. Back at home, the student was lying... I'm running out of steam. Back at the home, the student was in his room, lying on his bed. He had managed to pull off his presentation somehow. He didn't even stumble once. But then his bio teacher announced that he announced another project due in 2 weeks. I can worry about that tomorrow, though. The student fell asleep, dreaming of the ocean. And Belle, she spent the rest of her birthday at home, with dinner and a movie. It had been an eventful day, but everything had been solved. The park was bubble-free, the beach was normal color, the cafe had delicious cupcakes, and the school was open. It might not have been the quietest of days, but it had been a happy one. The end. Credits: story, programming, and art by NPC KC. Music by Pocket. Music and sound effects by Pocket Sound. Testers: Cucumbered and Rage. Thank you for playing by NPC KC. Hey, that was really. I think I got like the best quote unquote ending. I heard there was like a scene or two different if you chose different options. Anyway, that was really fun. I liked it a lot. That was cute. I like the art style, I like the music, I like the story. Just a lot of fun, cutesy stuff, you know? Sometimes that's what Halloween's all about. It's about friendship, not random jump scares or whatever. Anyway, I guess I should end my video. But as always, I'm terrible at ending videos, so yeah. Be sure if you want to play this game yourself, you check out the itch page down below in the description. Anyway, that was a really fun game. I really appreciate everyone watching this. If you did watch it, I don't know. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And happy Halloween, everyone.